Sunday night, the screen lights up. Pigskin heads, their coffee cups. Football cards on the table scattered. Chasing legends, torn and battered. Weekly updates shouted loud. Fantasy lineups make us proud. Talking trades, hobby news to yell. Pigskin Press Box live as hell.
All right. We're not playing the song today. Enough of that. I'm pissed. And it's time to scream and yell. Hammy, what's up?
What's up, man? How are you?
Oh, dude, had a rough one. I'm not going to lie. Today was a rough day. But it was a good day, too. So, we'll have to go.
But it'll be a great night.
Dude, I'm not totally prepared for tonight. Honestly, my internet was out for like 3 hours. Finally came back on. So it took, I couldn't get everything set up the way I wanted to. On and on and on. If you have Frontier for your internet, I feel for you. Because it's horrible. And it was a rough week for my Chargers. It was a rough week in my fantasy. It is what it is, dude.
How long was it out for?
It was like 3 hours, bro. I was like, You got to be kidding me. And they were like trying to blame my router and, everything but them. And of course, it ended up being them. 4 calls later, they got it fixed. So we're here.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm glad we made it, right? How's everything with
here.
you, dude?
Busy.
Nice,
practice. Football.
Yeah. That's how it goes, right?
Are you on live?
'Tis the season.
Yeah.
So, so we'll go over today. We're going to go over pickups. We're going to go over fantasy football a little bit. We're going to talk about YouTube. We're going to talk about those wonderful influencers that we all love. And then we'll get into the chat and see what they got to say about it.
Well, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because right during this time, the Packers are playing. And if you hear me and my boy freaking out on the TV, it's just us being passionate about the game. So,
is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is. I promise you, no electronics will be harmed in the making of this video.
So did you pick anything up this week?
Oh yeah. Well, I picked some stuff up. It hasn't gotten here yet, but I did get a submission of 5 cards back. A giveaway win from a fellow content creator, and I picked up an auto of a future starter in the NFL.
Nice.
So I'll show you first. The future starter in the NFL would be our boy Dante Moore for the Oregon Ducks.
Nice.
What a game they had. Oregon Ducks set double overtime and sealed the victory against number 3 Penn State. So we just jumped up all the way to number 2 in the NCAA rankings. So that's awesome to hear.
Nice. Was that that's the Luminance, right? The NIL card?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
Nice.
And then the giveaway win I got from Mount SI Trading Cards is the Silver Optic Bo Nix.
Oh, that's nice.
That was pretty exciting. Because I'm a Bo Nix collector, anything Oregon Ducks. And then I got 5 submissions back from Degree Grading, and I submitted these in to see how well I did with, like, there were a few creases in a couple of these cards, scratches, so I cleaned up the surfaces, kind of like if you guys remembered when I submitted PSA and I got these horrible results, that I wanted to submit these cards after I cleaned them up to see what I got. So the first one I got, this AJ Hawk rookie card, came back a 9. There were creases all through this card. It definitely wasn't a 9. It would have been like a 5. That came back clean. Got this from Rance Ball. 2 balls better than 1. Love these Tombstone Pizza cards. I got another one of those.
It's so awesome. I was saying that thing was frozen in a pizza box, dude.
Yeah,
in somebody's freezer for a minute, and probably at the store.
Bucky Irving 10, Go Halloween bats. 1959 Topps Series 2 checklist, came back a 6. So
those are cool. Those old checklists are pretty cool.
Yeah.
They don't do checklists anymore, man.
And these have scratches all over it. but I cleaned it up.
Those are
got
the
it
only
paint.
game out of
Yep.
what's that?
That's Topps Finest. I'm sorry, Topps Chrome on the game. Amon Green. So, and that was a year 2002. So
2 days rips was asking how you're feeling, and he said, "You feel any better?"
yeah, feeling stronger.
There you go.
Stronger.
Let's say what's up to everybody in there tonight. We got Twisted Lala, we got Sick Twist, we got 2 days rips. Who else is in here that I see? We see Spanky and just a couple others. Hopefully, some other people will join us. Get into some nonsense. I picked up a couple cool cards. I told you I had picked up some autos that I want to get my hands on. So I was waiting for them to show up, and a couple of them showed up right after the show the next day. So I had a couple of them all week long, but I grabbed a Deion Henley rookie ticket auto. Let me switch over to the card cam real quick. And
Wasn't he like last week? He played with like a really high fever and ended up getting a pick and tackle for losses, stuff like that.
Yeah, he's a beast, dude. That guy is shaping up to be a great linebacker. I thought Junior Colston was gonna, be the guy, and Deion Henley has just really stepped it up. So I picked up that one, the rookie ticket auto, and then I also grabbed another Deion Henley auto out of the Phoenix. So yeah, sorry about the game today. Yeah, I know, but I grabbed the Phoenix. It's a sticker auto, but it's a rookie auto as well. I grabbed another one for my collection. Quentin Johnson, who's been tearing it up this year so far.
He's not dropping as many balls as last year.
Nah, he's showing some good stuff, man. I'm glad they took it out and stuck it out for him and kept him moving. But this card's clean, dude. I mean, I grabbed him cheap before he gets out of control. And then I got the card that I've been chasing. I don't know if you guys have watched my channel or I've even talked about it on here, but there's another auto that I picked up that I've been trying to get my hands on for years, and they've always been out of reach ever since he came into the league. Boom. I got the Justin Herbert from Rookies and Stars. And this is numbered. Check it. Let me see if I can get it to focus. 3 out of 25. So we got a Justin Herbert out of 25.
It'd been great if it was 10 of 25.
Right? That would have been nuts. I wouldn't have got it because they would have probably been charging me a fortune for it. So that's pretty much where I'm at, dude. So I picked up 4 Charger autos and super stoked about that. So not too bad.
Get the cheerleaders off the field. Sorry. Let's play some ball.
So yeah, I wanted to we'll go into fantasy football real quick. We'll take a quick dip into how our league looks right now. Not looking good for me, man. As much like my Chargers, I suffered some major injuries so far this year, and it ain't looking good. I got Small Town Rips. Shout out to Small Town Rips. I still have his sticker sitting here, actually. Yeah, I do. Look at it. Shout out to Small Town Rips. I should probably tear it in half, though, because he's spanking the doo-doo out of me right now. He's killing me. So
no, I can't do that. You can't do that.
I'm going to take another L this week, thanks to him.
Look,
2 days rips is he's 3-0 in the league, man. He's beating Sick Twist right now. We got Vince. Vince is making a comeback, man. Vince looks like he's about to go 3-1. It's pretty close between him and Buck Nasty, though. So we'll see how that turns out. I think they got Monday Night Players. Cash and Dad, he's about to go 4-0 against SV Vintage. He's taking Seth out, and then Lions Luck, he's about to take out Boji. So looks like Lions Luck and Cash and Dad, and who else was 2 days rips? I mean, they're going to stay undefeated in the league. But I absolutely got just demolished, dude. It was horrible. I still have Brown running tomorrow night, and I actually had to start Golden because Terry McLaurin's out. And then James Conner was my running back, so he's out. So, but I did pick up Goddard. It was too late for me to start him, but he got 19 points.
Goddard?
Yeah.
I think it's Goddard.
No, I hope not. Why, did we lose everything or what?
Yeah, you got out for some reason.
Yeah, it's probably it's probably my Frontier. We'll have to see. Did we lose everybody in the stream? I see them all back. We must be back
Yeah, you're
online.
back.
So, yeah, shout out Frontier Communications for being a shitty internet provider.
Yeah.
We can do that. But yeah, so let's get into some of today's topics, man. Let's talk about YouTube for a minute. Let's talk about our channels, man. Let's talk about why do you do your channel, Hammy? What made you start doing your channel?
Well, do it because of my son and I. Just enjoying the card ripping, seeing what we pull. I have a wide variety of Packer cards, and watching his growth with football. You can see some of our or his football clips. So big supporter of his growth in this community, both ripping cards, but also, his growth with football. So I posted just recently, actually, my wife posted just recently of a couple top plays my son did playing a middle linebacker for a varsity football game. Um, Went in, got a nice tackle for loss, and then scared the quarterback enough to throw an interception. So pretty stoked. But we incorporate football site anyway, so that's why we call it Hammy and Son. But that's why I got in. What about you?
Well, I've been collecting forever. I literally have been collecting since I was a kid. It's pretty funny. I don't know if you ever heard the story or not, but I actually used to go down to the local card shop, like way back junior high school days and stuff like that. After school, I'd go down to the card shop, sort cards, put away comic books, clean up the shop, stuff like that. And basically, I ended up introducing the owner of the shop to my mom, and they've been married ever since. So, 30 some odd years they've been married. So, and he's been one of the most influential people in my life. He probably put a lot of the entrepreneurial drive that I do have probably came as a direct from him by owning his own business and stuff like that. So I've been in
Right.
cards for a long time. And then, and throughout my business that I had owned, I did a lot of multimedia stuff. So I used to build a lot of people's YouTube channels for them. And I did a lot of graphic design and things of that nature. And I'd never actually thought of even looking at card content. Like it wasn't even something that crossed my mind. Like I would hit YouTube just to build other people's channels up and stuff like that. And then, from there I would actually just look for, fixing stuff and nonsense like that. And then one day something happened to come across my feed, because I watched some of like the Chargers content and stuff like that. And a sports card thing came across. And so I watched it. And then you know how that goes. They start feeding you more and more sports card stuff. And I started stumbling across some of the other people that I kind of like watching, you know what I mean? Like they're real more like community and collecting channels and stuff. So I started watching like the Silver Sport guys, people like yourself, people like Jazambi, people like, a lot of the other channels that are more kind of community based where, they start trading and talking and back and forth. And I kind of started enjoying it. And I said, wow, I never even thought about sports cards as a YouTube thing. So I started kind of doing my channel, you know what I mean? And I still have like all my old accounts for like eBay and stuff like that. But I started all the new ones for helmets and hash marks just to kind of like encase the journey, you know what I mean? And just kind of share my journey and share the cards I'm picking up and then get involved with the community. And, since then, I mean, I've got to meet people like SV Vintage and Nikki 2 times. I mean, there's people in, Maryland, Massachusetts, and Philadelphia and Chicago. And then you got small town rips. And then you're up in Oregon. And then Jazambi's like in the Midwest. And it started like growing. And I started meeting people like Ken in Japan. And you know what I mean? And it was just a cool thing. So I kind of do my channel just to share my experiences and the things that I like. When I do reviews and stuff, I do reviews on products that I buy myself. And those are the things that I review. Did I like it? Did I not? Well, I used it again, things like that. Opening packs, boxes, and just sharing pickups. And then after connecting with you guys, like we did, then, me and you talked about doing this channel and I just thought it would be something kind of cool, because the lives are a little bit more interesting. It's kind of a little more hands-on when people can join in and they can still watch later. So
yeah, what I thought was cool is that you started that trade train challenge.
Yeah.
It like blew up, which was awesome.
Yeah, and it kind of petered out, man. I don't know what happened there, but it just kind of like died and went to the wayside. And I started searching. I couldn't find anybody that had picked it up. So I think, you know, it kind of petered out, but it was fun. It was definitely really cool, you know. And I think that's how I
Yeah.
connected with a lot of people, because the people that sent it to other people were like-minded, you know what I mean? They weren't, you know, hooty tooty, or, you know, they wanted to play along and they liked the community. And so, you know, it kind of expanded the people that I talk to and deal with, you know?
Yeah. No, that trade train was pretty epic. It went on for a while,
Yeah.
and I know you had it out in Japan too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, how'd that go? Did that go
It was
pretty?
cool. Ken did send it off to somebody, but the people that were picking it up, they never, you know, moved forward with it. And I kind of understand. You start sending stuff internationally, and I don't know what it's
It's
like
pretty
in
tough.
some of the other countries, but for me, just to ship a box to Ken's like $85 or something like that. So it can get a little bit pricey, and, you know, you got to deal with the duties and the tariffs and customs and all that stuff. So I get it. You know what I mean? I understand that the international thing, but I might start another one. I might kick another one off, but just do one. You know, I think I just
Yeah.
want to do one and maybe circulate it through our community right here, and see if it kind of reaches out a little bit farther. I think it's probably time to start another one up, because it was really, really fun, dude. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was
And no,
cool.
it was, and I think that's what. And then I've seen a lot of your content with some of your vintage pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of like Gale Sayers and Eric Dickerson, and you have a nice little collection.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be working on a couple more of those time to collect. Hey, Seth, what's up, man? SV Vintage just jumped in. We were just talking about cool people we connected with. But yeah, so I think I'm going to be doing another time to collect. I've been really busy with work. You know, it's kind of inundating me with stuff. And I got a couple side projects I'm working on with a good friend of mine. So, you know, I've been kind of swamped, but I'm going to put together another time to collect, I think. Those are pretty fun, dude. I like that.
Very cool.
I have a couple players that I PC that I have quite a bit of cards of, so I'm probably gonna do that.
Yeah, and I think those like the types of channels that like my son and I do, like you do, I mean, we're collectors, right? And not like influencers, right?
Right,
So,
right. So moving into that category, you know, and here it is, dude. I think everybody, this is a hobby, dude, right? I mean, I kind of feel like there's two classes of people in this hobby. Like, you got the flippers and you got the collectors. You know what I mean? And of course, there's a value to cards, right? And we're all out for the value, right? You're not going to overpay for something, so the value matters to you. And then you're collecting these cards so that in the future, maybe you can pass them down to your kids. They can be worth money, whatever the case may be, right? And so value is important to everybody, right? But I kind of get lost in the sauce when they start talking about it like it's a market, you know, like we're playing stocks over here and shit. You know what I mean? It's just kind of odd to me. And so, you know, and like I said, as I watch the first couple of card content channels, they start feeding them to you. And so you start getting fed a lot of card content. You know, I mean, I'm sure you get it. You know, it just starts rolling and rolling, and even starts burying some of the stuff I like to watch. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy to me. But I've actually been going through my list and making sure I have the notifications clicked, because I don't get to see a lot of stuff. Like, you'll post a video and I won't even see it in my feed. Like once a week or every now and then I'll go on your actual channel and see what you posted. Same thing with Seth and a couple other guys. You know, they're just small town rips. They don't show up in my feed. It's the weirdest thing. So, you know, I have to go to their channel. So I'm going through and clicking all the notifications and stuff and getting that going. But yeah, so some of the stuff that started showing up in my feed, I started watching, and, you know, and I was like, wow, some of it's just crazy and some of it's good, you know? And I think you hobby the way you want to hobby. You know, if that's the way that you're into the hobby, then so be it, dude. You know, no, I'm not one of these people that's going to tell you not to, or, you know, anything like that. But we do have some situations that kind of hurt the hobby a little bit, you know? And when I say by hurt the hobby, I mean, especially when you get into a lot of these just overdone guys that are just marketing the hell out of everything, and they're just trying to push their whatnot stream so they can continue to flip cards. And I mean, I get it. If it's a business and that business is how you hobby, that's great. We depend on business to get more cards. So it goes hand in hand. But I mean, there's just a certain way where it becomes like cringy, you know what I mean? And people are just dicks sometimes. And sometimes there's cool ones, you know? But I was talking, I threw on the thumbnail a couple of people that I've seen come across my feed. And then we talked about a couple other channels. So I wanted to kind of go over a couple of the channels of the bigger guys, you know what I mean? The guys that are out there and they're, you know, they're getting it in. And the first one was Dan the Card Man. I don't know if you've ever watched Dan the Card Man. He's from Australia.
Yeah, I saw a few of his today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, after I sent him over. He's a pretty cool cat, man. I kind of like his channel. You know, he's kind of one of these people that exposes a lot of the nonsense in the hobby and points out, you know, a lot of just different issues with companies, with people's, you know, scamming and stuff like that. He's out in Australia. He's like a big soccer guy. So he's got like cool soccer collection, but he collects a
Nobody
little bit
cares
of
about
everything.
soccer. Dude.
Hey, you know, it's a big sport, dude. I didn't play it. I'm too big for that shit. You know what I mean?
Nobody cares about soccer.
Every time I showed up at another sport, they're like, "Bro, you're in the wrong fucking field, bro. It's over there." So,
Oh, here comes Micah Parsons coming out to the field.
with his little rubber band on.
Yeah, he's got a rubber band around his butt.
But, yeah, so yeah, Dan the Card Man was cool, man. I kind of dig that. You know what I mean? He does expose a lot of stuff, talks a lot of hobby news and stuff, which is cool. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And if it's done right and it's not cringy, man, I kind of respect it. He's just giving his opinion and stuff, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what about Sports Card Dad, dude? Let's talk about that guy. Have you ever watched any of the Sports Card Dad stuff?
I watched one of his today. I'm intrigued. But it says sports card dad. I haven't seen much of his like kids around him.
No, I haven't seen him do like a lot of episodes with his kid, but he does do like some family stuff. He goes like on trips and stuff like that. So it's more like he's a dad. It's not and son type of thing. So it's more just his channel. And I didn't mind his comment, man, or his content. It's not bad. You know what I mean? He's got some cool stuff, and it's just his opinions, dude, of what he collects. And I kind of like that.
I'm one of those guys, like, I look for channels that are like what my son and I do, right? So if I see like when you said sports card dad, oh, this is interesting, great. He's gonna include his family and stuff like that. And you didn't see much of that. Like I mean, I'm okay with it, but it's like not something that would draw my attention.
Yeah. I mean, but he's one of these people, and they start getting over like the 15s and 20,000 subscribers and stuff. They're going to show up in your feed. You know what I mean? They're going to show up in your feed no matter what. So we got the kickoff about to happen.
Yeah, I got to see if we get a touchdown right here.
But you know, the only thing that if I had to pick apart about his channel is you know, he does get a lot of sponsorships and stuff like that outside of like YouTube. And so it's kind of like there's every time one of his videos pop up, man, I kind of click off it because he's got like this whole barrage of like, well, if you know, use my code and you get $25 off PSA, and use my code and you can get off of this, and then these people are buying and selling, and if you want a quote, then use my code. If you need some rubber dog shit, use my code. And I'm just like, dude, enough already. Like, that kind of throws me off. I mean, I get it. Building YouTube channels and maintaining them and keeping content going, it could be a grind, dude. It can.
Yeah.
I enjoy doing it. You know what I mean? So I like it.
Someone at my door.
Is it the pizza guy or what?
Go ahead.
Did you get the pizza guy? Is it him or what?
No pizza today. Oh, come on, Jacob.
But yeah, so
passion's coming right now, Craig. I'm sorry. The passion's coming right now.
Listen, I've been deflated today, so my Chargers lost, dude. Wasn't happy about that. They got another injury to Joe Alt. Our O-line is just taking a beating. Becton wasn't in today. Just to the Giants, bro. It was all bad.
So do you when you look for these channels, do you look at like their description of their channels? Because that's one of the things I look at when I'm looking for channels to follow.
I don't though. I'll be honest, I don't really go in and like search for channels. Like if there's something I'm interested in, then maybe I'll put it in there. Like if a grading company shows up or a new this or new that, sometimes I'll search, but for the most time, I kind of just get into my feed and let the algorithm feed me, right? So I mean, it'll show like, you know, next videos, it'll show like some suggested stuff. And then that's kind of how I click on stuff. Like when I see a thumbnail and it holds my interest, I'll kind of jump in there and take a look at the video. But that was kind of thing. And so like with the sports card dad guy. Uh-oh, here we go. What happened? Oh, wow.
Oh, yes.
Woo! I think that was a catch, man. So yeah, so when it comes down to like sports card dad, man, I don't mind his content too much. I could just do without the extra. You know, if I wanted to, I could go out and market and get me some sponsors and stuff. But you know what, dude? That's not what I'm in this for. So
no. Yeah. I would definitely the way you and I do with the like my son and I do with the YouTube is the way to go. We're collectors, not
Yeah.
freaking promoters, not freaking scalpers, not freaking like and
Yeah.
I told you
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Skyby cards. Not a fan.
Sky B
Um
cards. Yeah.
yeah, Liam, do you like Skyby cards?
Like how much stuff he gets.
He likes okay, my son likes how much stuff he gets, but let's be honest, it's like save some for the rest of us,
Yeah, I mean,
I think we
he
talked
like
about
he
it.
like commercializes. Hey, what's up,
Yes.
Justin? How's it going? He like glorifies vultures, dude. Like he literally runs
Yes,
out
vultures.
and he like snatches all kinds of cards from people. And then I think didn't he do like a video one time where he was like dissing on somebody that was out there being a vulture? He was like,
Oh,
this
yeah, man,
guy's
he's
a
wild.
vulture and he's taking all the product, and then he goes in there and buys all the fucking product. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of steer away from that guy. I haven't even seen him in my feed lately. I don't know. I just kind of
Well, he has a whatnot too
yeah.
stream that goes on. But like and then you look at other people that open a crap ton Pac-Man.
Uh-huh.
He's like an influencer, but like he's like down to earth influencer. Like and he does a lot of cool giveaways and stuff. So I don't have a problem with him, but those ones that are like showing videos of him going into Walmart or Target picking up all the product and I'm like that right there just drives me nuts.
Yeah, he's the reason you can't get shit.
There you go. Come on, Tucker.
Oh,
Go Kraft. Go Kraft.
did he make it? No, they're calling him short.
Oh
He's
man.
short, dude.
Sorry. I'm
Yeah,
getting
no,
excited.
no, I get it, dude. Like, I kind of I don't really follow that dude much either. There's a dude, and I actually let me go over to the website real fast. Let me see this guy. I gotta tell you, this guy. I had him on the thumbnail. Roth cards, dude. Have you seen this clown, dude?
No.
Okay, you're better.
I know
off
we
for it,
talked
dude.
about him.
Yeah, you're better off, dude. This guy right here, if like Jake Paul was like, hey, let's have a YouTube fight contest, like I'd fight this fucker. Just call me up and set it up, dude.
He goes, I'll take him.
Dude, he has a man bun, bro. I'll smack the man bun off him. This guy's annoying to me, dude. He runs around like I bought a $50 million car and blah blah blah. He's like just showing out, and you see all this content, right? But
Yep.
I watch another guy, and we'll get to him in a minute, and that's Professor Sports Cards, dude. I kind of like that guy. You know what I mean? He goes a little too far sometimes, you know what I mean? On that, but he's real cool, man. And I like what he brings up, and he's real about it, right? And he was talking about some of these influencers, right? And so this guy he brought up, this guy has 119,000 supposed subscribers, right? And I'm just sitting here like, this is card content, bro. There's not 119,000 subscribers, people subscribing to YouTube channels about sports cards, right? I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. I mean, there's an ass for every seat, I guess. But this guy's sitting here and he's like, oh, I got 119,000 subscribers, right? And if you look at his videos, I mean, 13,000 views, 16,000 views. This dude's definitely just running up views by.
Sorry. sorry.
Yeah.
Dobbs, touchdown, baby.
Yeah, there you go. Romeo Dobbs.
Sorry, my bad.
But this dude's definitely like buying subscribers and paying for, buying watch time and shit like that so that he can keep up his clout. There's no way around that, dude. Come on. I mean, how do you have 119,000 subscribers and you get 13,000 views? Like, let's look up at this video right here.
That's crazy.
Man,
Dude,
isn't that cute, bro?
I mean, I kind of want to braid his hair.
I kind of want to knock it off the top of his head, to be honest with you. But if we look at this video, right, I'm looking at it. It's got 30 comments, dude. This guy's got 30 comments and 368 likes, bro. Like, just stop it, bro. Look at this guy.
30 comments.
Yeah. But he's got 117,000 subscribers.
It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't.
No, he's a douchebag, bro. Seriously. So, anyways, dude, I wanted to show you. And I probably have already wasted too much of my life on this prick. But I wanted to go, if you go on his channel, right, and you look at his popular videos, it's like this dude made this YouTube channel like fucking 6 years ago or something like that, right? And it looks like he hit it with a couple of these viral videos. So this dude's running card content, right? But his whole channel started off, and I'm going to play this video, having a water gun fight with strangers, dude. So let me skip this motherfucker. don't even want to give him my pennies, dude. I'm ashamed of myself right now. So this guy, you see him? There he is. He started off his channel having water gun fights with strangers, and it looked like he got 127,000 views, right? So yeah, enough of this prick. I gotta get off his channel because it's making me want to. I just threw up in my mouth. But you know, this guy, he like freaking has all these supposed viewers, right? And then if you look at his channel, he basically hit it on a couple videos, and then he took those couple videos, and that was like 6 years ago. And then, you know, a couple years go by and he starts it up as his card content channel. So, you know, he may have a lot of these subscribers that came from that other one, but they're definitely not active subscribers. And I'm not into that content, dude. He's like, you know, bling blinging and all this other nonsense. I'm cool on that guy, dude. You can keep him.
Right.
You know what I mean? He can go have water gun fights with his man bun.
Stay
Out of my feet. He's like I like to describe people like that as like YouTube herpes. Like just when you think they're gone, bro, they show up in your feet again. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Liam and I are gonna get man buns now.
Yeah, that would be cute, dude. Do it. You could twerk in your pink shorts, dude. It'll be amazing.
It happens.
So with your man bun. So that was definitely one I wanted to check off the list, dude. I don't like that guy at all.
Yeah.
What about Neo Cards and Comics? Did you ever watch Neo Cards and Comics?
I watched a few of his.
Yeah. He doesn't have a bad show, dude. I don't mind, you know, watching. He has a couple like little shows he does similar to ours. I don't think they're live. They might be, but he has a couple shows where he has different guests on and they kind of talk about some things. You know, he's got his own ideas for the hobby, dude. I you know, I'm gonna steal a little line from Mike's Retro Trading Cards, another show I watch. We'll get to them later too. But I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. That's what they always say. You know, don't yuck anybody else's yum. I mean, if that's what you're into, then do what you do, you know, and so I can appreciate that. And you know, if it's for me and I enjoy the content, I'm gonna watch, dude. And I watch some of his shows quite a bit. He's pretty decent.
Liam, do you watch influencer?
I'm dying right now. Justin said his man bun's called a dick handle for sucking purposes. We're gonna get kicked off of YouTube, dude. We're gonna get
Board had a concussion. But anyways, Liam, do you watch an influencer one? You watch Sky B because he does all his little box openings.
Yeah. Has he ever watched that Roth Cards guy? He's a younger kid. I'm sure it probably shows up in his feed.
Yeah.
But I don't mind watching Neo. Neo's pretty good. Then we're gonna get on to the next guy, dude. I don't like this guy. I sent him a card and trade training. He blew me off and he kept the card. He could at least send it back, return to center. It's Jeff Wilson.
Jeff Wilson.
I mean,
there you go. Quay.
And he always shows up because he's got all those different channels, dude. He's like showing up in my feed all the time. That guy's a freaking used car salesman, dude. I wouldn't buy anything from that guy. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I don't even watch his stuff. I know he does some card shows where his son goes out and does stuff and swaps cards and does challenges and stuff like that. I'm just not a fan of that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where he's trying to do with it, you know, and there's a couple things that he does is cool, you know what I mean? But for the most part, like he's definitely that used car salesman that's going to throw the sawdust in the transmission, dude, just so it runs long enough for you to get down the fucking street. You know what I mean? He's like, it's like QVC or some shit. You know what I mean? It's like, remember the old QVC? You know, oh, buy this, buy that, you know, and it's, I don't know. I guess it's not for me, dude. It's not organic, I guess, or it's not just, you know, collecting or talking about it. It's he's trying to peddle shit all the time. And I'm not a fan of that, dude.
I'm not.
It's like turning on a YouTube video to watch a commercial or some shit. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of that.
Yes. Quay Walker's a beast.
Yeah, he is, dude. But so we'll move on, dude, to Professor Sports Cards. Have you checked him out at all?
I'm actually looking at it.
He's got a pretty cool channel. Stick to it, said Jeff. Talking shit on PSA. Yeah, he's probably talking shit on PSA. He went out and started his little graded grails or whatever the fuck it was. And PSA was supposed to be the one that was like authenticating it or something like that. And now they're doing it with GameStop. So they basically just probably tested the market with him to see how it went. When it went well, dude, they were like, screw you. And they so he's probably a little bit butthurt, but you know, hey, maybe they'll give you another coupon code, buddy. You know what I mean? But yeah, so Professor Sports Cards, I've been watching that dude. He's pretty cool, man. He's a teacher, and so he goes by Professor Sports Cards, and he kind of talks. He likes a lot of basketball and stuff, but it's the hobby nonetheless. So he gets into some of the stuff that's going on with the different companies and the grading scandals and the thefts, and that's kind of what sparked me on doing this episode about. I usually don't do like a lot of rant stuff, you know what I mean? But Jeff Wilson had a video on the other day. And it was something just stupid. I don't remember what it was, dude. He's already had enough of my time.
So you're saying after this episode of this that you're going to stop looking at their content?
Well, I really don't. Like, I do watch like Professor Sports Cards. I watch Dan the Card Man. I do see Neo when he pops up in my feed, dude. I click his videos for sure. I skip right past Jeff Wilson. I thumb down shit, and he still shows up in my feed. Like, that guy's, they're paying for advertisement too. You know what I mean? So they're just not showing up organically. They're showing up as sponsored videos and shit like that. So, you're kind of stuck with it, but it is what it is.
Right.
But yeah, Professor Sports Card's pretty cool, man. Shout out to that guy. I did link all these people, even the bad ones, in the channel. If you guys do want to check it out, it's down in the description. Good or bad or indifferent, if I'm going to talk shit on them, dude, at least I'll give the link so I can back up my mojo, dude. You know what I mean? Figure it out for yourself.
Right.
Watch what you like, dude. I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you what to buy, dude. I buy lineman cards, bro. So the reality is not giving you investment advice, dude. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I don't even put my eBay link.
Unsung heroes of the NFL. So
I don't even have like my eBay link in my descriptions and stuff. I just, hey, whatever, dude. I'm not here to make money
because it's fun.
Yeah, dude. That's what I do it for. So yeah, shout out Sports Card Professor, dude. And then I was going to bring up Mike's Retro Trading Cards, dude. I said I'd bring them up later on. They're cool, man. Was it Mike, Joe Day, and EP? They just do a podcast, dude. Mike used to own a card shop. You know what I mean? So I kind of relate to that growing up in a card shop and stuff and doing the shows. And then, the other two, Joe and EP, were like a couple of his customers, and they've stayed in contact since he had closed it down back in the late 90s or 2000s, whenever it was. And, they've gotten back into collecting, and they just do their thing. So they have a cool little podcast, dude. They show off like a bunch of cool cards and do like episodes about like their 3 cards you need for your collection and stuff. And they're like 90s stuff, $5 cards, just good stuff, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
So definitely like those dudes. Big Sky says he enjoys Silver Sport, dude. I have them on the list, dude. Silver Sport is definitely a fun channel. Those two guys have a cool dynamic, going
they're
back
Navy,
and forth.
so I mean,
yeah.
I have to pick on
Hey, but you know what? Their channel's good. Their dynamic is pretty awesome, dude. They're funny. They feed off each other well, and their content's good. I mean, I do a lot of breaks, or not breaks, but rips on my channel and stuff. So I like ripping packs. You know what I mean? I try not to do it too much because I feel like it gets redundant sometimes. But when I'm ripping stuff, I like to video it, because what if I do hit the good card? So you see most of my rips, dude. Whenever I'm buying something, that's pretty much always on my channel. You know what I mean? So there's always that, dude. But yeah, definitely Silver Sport's pretty badass. You know what? I don't even think I put them in the link, though. I need to check. But if they aren't, I'll change it. We'll link them in the description. Those dudes are cool, man. Hats off to them. What about some of the other bigger channels? Hammy, you got any?
I told you Pac-Man. I told you Skybeat Cards. I like Silver Sport. Even though they're Navy, I like to pick on them.
But I mean, you just brought up Silver Sport. Let's look at this, because those dudes are good, man, and they're pretty organic, right? So let's look back at this dildo. I mean, this guy. He's got 119,000 subscribers, and his videos are getting like 13,000 views, right? And we go to someone like Silver Sport. Let's check out Silver Sport. Let's see what they do.
Here you go, Golden.
Here's Silver Sport, right? I mean, these dudes are, they're sitting at how many subscribers they have. See, I'm subscribed to Silver Sport, and they're cool. But they have like 21,000 subscribers, right? These guys have like 100,000 less subscribers, dude. And I mean, they're clocking 5, 6, 8, 21,000, 22,000. I mean, these dudes are getting the same amount of views as this guy is, with 100,000 less subscribers. Like, let's just keep it real, dude. I call bullshit, dude. Throw the flag, dude. You know what I mean? Throw the flag, penalty. You know what I mean? Just
When you look
bullshit.
at channels and they have a ton of comments, then you know they're pretty accurate. There we go.
Yeah. Well, and Silver Sport does some cool stuff, man. I mean, they have like a cool dynamic that they do, and I kind of like that. You know what I mean?
I know they tested out doing a break on their channel at one point too.
Yeah. But they do stuff. I mean, I'm sure they get like some love from these guys. Let me see. They do like stuff with like Hitbox and stuff like that. So, but I mean, it's a cool promotion, dude. And it's not tasteless, right? It's not cringy or anything like that. And maybe they don't. Who knows? I mean, the dude was pretty transparent with how much money he spends and makes on that channel. So shout out to those guys. Who else are we talking about? Justin said Wayne's Cards is decent. Let's see. Let's check them out.
Oh, the Wayne collection.
Is that what it's called? Wayne Collection?
Yeah, go Jacobs, go.
It's called the Wayne Collection.
Yeah,
that what it
Wayne
is?
collection.
Shit, I can't even spell it now.
Young kid that opens cards. I don't know, Liam. You watch that one at all?
Wayne's
Wayne
Collection.
collection.
Is it Wayne's Collection or Wayne Collection? Wayne Collection looks like 70,000 subscribers. Let's see. I think I've seen this kid once. Now that you mentioned it. Let's see. Logan Packs.
6 minutes. 10.
All right, that's cool. But I mean, even look at his views, dude. I mean, he's at 79,000, and he's not pulling the same views as like Silver Sport is. So I mean, I'm sure there's like a certain degree of it that goes on. Sick to it said he's cool. Yeah, he looks good, dude. So there we go. We'll subscribe to him and check him out. And I mean, I don't mind it, bro. I really don't mind. It's not about, anti-establishment, hate the big guy thing, dude. If it's a big channel and they're good, dude, they're good. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll have to watch him when I got the audio going so I could hear what he's saying.
Mm.
He's ripping a bunch of Bowman you, dude. That stuff's badass.
Well, that's another channel that's just...
Yeah, he's got a Cam Ward sitting there. So Aiden O'Connell.
Cam Ward, he got crushed today.
Jameer Gibbs. There you go. Nice Jameer Gibbs. Only it's
Davion Williams, go.
But yeah, so I definitely don't mind some of that. He just breaks. I like it. There you go. Yeah, Sick to it said he just breaks. He likes it. Started with shock card content, cutting packs and crap like that. People gave him a bunch of shit, and he straightened out. I don't watch him. He started out kind of knuckleheady or what? This is SV Vintage. Said, yeah, I mean, who were some of the other ones? I checked out a couple other channels, man. But usually, see what'll happen, dude, is once we get inside, when I start watching YouTube, and I most of the time I'm watching it from my phone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you look down here on the side, you'll start looking at the videos that start populating, right? And you get all these guys. Of course, you're gonna get the Chargers in there, dude, because I watch all Chargers shit. But you see, like Mike's Retro Trading Cards pops up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I'll see them, and these guys are cool. I always watch all their stuff. You know what I mean? 5 ways we could make Fanatics better as a collection, and that's these guys. I actually reached out. We might get them on the show one day, dude. They're actually really cool cats. But like I said, and then if you look at what's coming up in my feed right now, and maybe it's YouTube's fault, I don't know. But like you're seeing all these other card content, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're not seeing any of your guys' channels, dude. Mike's Retro Trading Card shows up quite a bit. But here, Professor Sports Cards, he pops up. You know what I mean? He's got a pretty cool channel, dude. But even when I click
Justin says Vikings 95.
I've watched Viking 95, dude. He's pretty good too. But I will tell you, I did send him a card in the trade train, and he said he was going to pass it forward. He opened it on his channel, but he never sent it out to anybody.
No.
But he does have cool content. He's really, he's just kind of chill. But see, I get like this Vinny sports cards. Let's see what shows up in my feed, man. Sports card nonsense. I don't know who that is. Trading Cards and Collectibles podcast. You know, and I'm not just look. Here's Jeff Wilson's show. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what shows up in my feed. See, Neo Cards and Comics showed up in here. But here's more Jeff Wilson shit. You know what I mean? Keenan Allen. So that's kind of what pops up. You know what I mean? And that's what I was saying is even though I'm subscribed to like you, Hammy, none of your videos are showing up in my feed. You know what I mean? So that I have to go back. I have to go back, you know, every now and then and just check on your channel. You know, and then it'll come up like in the suggested videos. Like, let's see, I'll probably go back and watch this later. But you know, when a video is over, of course, it's going to show like the creators' suggested videos. You click through. Yeah.
You have to sometimes just say screw your feed and just go right into subscriptions.
Yeah, I do that too sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just depends. But I watch a lot of content when I'm driving. You know what I mean? So a lot of times it's just up on my little holder. And that's one of the reasons I listen to like a lot more of the podcast type of shows because I can't really watch like rips and stuff while I'm driving. So that's where I got into doing like the sports card professor and I got into or professor sports cards, excuse me. There's another guy, sports card professor. I've never even really watched his channel, but Professor Sports Cards is good. And I'll listen to like the Mike's Retro Trading Card guys because you can listen to it. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to be watching, you know what I'm saying?
Your dad's reaching
the whole time. So I catch those a lot when I'm driving.
I'm trying to get my daughter to give me a hug and she walked away from me.
Because you're not cool anymore, dude. After they're like 12,
I know.
Once they hit 13, you know, it's over.
She's
dude.
13 and dads aren't cool.
I never said that. I didn't know that's what you wanted.
Dads are not cool, dude. I already
Dads
know.
are not cool.
Dads
And
are cool. I have the coolest dad.
what are you talking about? She still wants to do
I'm the coolest dad. He's so cool.
she still wants to do daddy-daughter dates.
Dad's not cool. He collects football cards and shit.
And her friend says, "Hey, Packers suck," and then
Packers are the best.
Eden has to yell at her and say Packers are the best. So,
Sean Gary.
oh, she does say that the Packers are going to beat the Cowboys. Thank you very much. They're already beating them. So.
I do like the fact that we get to see Micah Parsons. I want to see him drill Dak Prescott a couple times. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Let's go through some scores, man. What do you think? Let's still get the day, man. What are we having today? Now that we've done enough
The
bitching
Cowboys
and
fan
complaining.
base.
Yeah. They're all like, "Oh, Cowboys!"
Wait, is Dino in the chat?
Dino has not shown up today, man. I'm disappointed, Dino. You hurt my feelings.
Get in there.
Want a sandwich too? No, I'm okay.
So we had the Ravens lose to the Chiefs. We saw the Bears, dude, beat the Raiders. You see that? They blocked that kick at the end of the game. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I caught the
One
tail end
surprise.
of that.
Did you see Jackson Dart winning his first game for the
dude,
Giants?
the Chargers, man. I was pretty upset. We took
Oh
on
yeah.
some,
I have to rub that into you again. Sorry.
dude, we fucking took on some bad injuries. Our O-line is in bad shape, dude. Slater's out. Now we got Joe Alt with an injury. We don't know what's going to happen. Becton was out today. So Herbert didn't have much time at all, man. But Hampton, did you look at Hampton? Yeah, he tore it up. We'll get there. Let's see. So the Vikings ended up losing to the Steelers out in Ireland. So the Steelers picked up the win 24-21. That was good. The Commanders, they lost to the Falcons. You believe that? So I think we're kind of like at that awkward stage of, the NFL. It's like week 4. You're going to start seeing like week 5, you're going to see who's going to settle in and who's going to be who. You know what I mean?
Well, Bijan went off, so.
Oh, yeah, dude. Bijan Robinson's a beast, dude.
Yeah.
I PC that, dude. Bills took out the Saints. That was kind of given. I expected that.
Yeah.
The Lions beat the Browns 34-10. And the Patriots just stomped on the Panthers. It was 42-13. Did you catch that game?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, my Chargers lost 18-21. So
Keep rubbing it in for yourself.
I know, dude. It hurts. But you know what? I got to tell you, dude. Look, Omarion Hampton, dude, he had 12 carries for 128 yards, bro. That's over 12 yards a carry on average, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, consider Liam and I were all upset for a whole week that our Packers lost to the Browns.
I see Seth. He said fire, dude. I see Seth. Yeah, your Patriots, dude. You guys ran amok today. Ran amok, dude. But yeah, Hampton had a really, really good game. I was stoked. I forget how many yards did he have rushing today. Dude, his rushing yards average was 10.7 yards, bro. He had 128 rushing yards. and 1 touchdown rushing. What was his receiving yards? He had a. What do you have today? Plus another 37 receiving yards.
You understand things.
So he had like 170 yards freaking from the line of scrimmage today, dude.
That's great.
So that wasn't bad.
It would not be wise for Cowboys to go for this.
Worldly things. Like, they're not ignorant.
The Eagles beat the Bucks.
Yeah. My mom.
So that.
I thought for sure the Bucks are coming back on that one.
I don't think my
Texans
mom
beat the
did.
Titans. I know they're the Titans, but
Yeah, she's
I think the
very
Texans definitely needed to pick up a win.
stuff like that.
And the Rams beat the Colts.
Yeah.
Kind of shocked by that, but not too shocked. I mean, those are both playing some pretty good football. So and the Jags beat the 49ers.
Yeah,
I'll have
she
to
said-
start I'll start Purdy next week in the league.
There's not even anything happening. Like he says that there is.
So what do you think?
Like people were
I mean, I-
posting pictures of the ice.
You know, I want to go back to that.
Where he says that they're
It seems like I wonder if like the Texans beating the
Oh, yeah, I saw those.
Titans gives them a boost for CJ Stroud and his confidence.
Well, he was 22 for 28, 233 yards and 2 touchdowns, dude.
What goes
I
in
mean,
red?
granted, it was the Titans, but at the same time, you know, it's the NFL, dude. So,
Yep.
Yes, what goes in
and he reached out and he got Nico Collins involved. I think that's kind of, you know, I think the timing's got to be there. So I think we got the first three games out of the way. You know, we'll start seeing people settle in a little bit.
My
What
finger,
goes into a toaster?
Yeah.
a fork.
What goes into a
I
toaster?
think I lost your volume.
Did you?
No,
Bucky
it's not.
Irving
Trying to take your toast
went
out,
for over 100 on the ground. That was good.
and I can
Yeah.
remove yourself.
Did you
What is
lose me?
going on?
That did happen.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Mm-mm.
Brain.
You about to disappear? Up? Did you disappear again? Or did I disappear? I don't know what happened. Let's see. Where's Hammy? See, there we go. See, look, you go back in there and it just starts playing stuff too. So I don't know. Back to scores. I don't see Hammy in there. Well, wasn't nice. We'll find Hammy back. Hopefully he comes back in a second. What do you guys think, man? You guys yeah, Hampton got me around 28 points. Dude, he had a great game, dude. Amari Hampton was lighting it up today. He looked like a beast, dude. He looked like what I was hoping he was going to look like. You know what I mean? Kind of tore it up some. So pretty stoked about that. You know, so there were some good positive notes in the Charger game. What did the dude, you know who I'm shocked at? Your Patriots, dude. Here, let's go back to the screen. The Patriots looked great, dude. They really did. Let's see the box scores on this. Drake May, dude. 14 for 17, 203 yards and touchdown. 2 touchdowns. It's not bad, dude. Did he throw any picks today? 2 picks. He's got a few interceptions going. He did not throw one today, though. Damn, his quarterback rating was 155.6. I don't know. Drake May's looking good. Looks like game 1 he threw a pick. And then since then he's only thrown 1 pick, and his quarterback rating's been pretty good. 137, 102, 155. Not too shabby, dude. Not too shabby. Sweet. We were talking Colts earlier. Let's see. Stafford. Dude, Stafford threw for freaking 375 yards, man. Each. Daniel Jones. I think Daniel Jones, man. What do you guys think, dude? What do you think about Daniel Jones, man? You think he found himself a spot? Think he's the real deal, or is he fluking? I don't know. He looks pretty damn good, man. He's making some good decisions. What else do we got going here? Who's our Monday night game? Monday night is going to be the Jets, Dolphins, and the Bengals, Broncos. Who you guys picking in that? Who you guys taking, Bengals or Broncos? Bengals or Broncos? I think the Broncos are going to take it, dude. I think Joe the Toe Burrow not being there is bad business. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is key. That guy he's an animal, dude. Jonathan Taylor is pretty badass, dude. Not gonna lie. I PC him. Look at him, dude. He's got 338 rushing yards, dude, in 4 games. That's not bad. What was his passing yards? I know he's got some passing yards too. What was his receiving look like? $20 yards today. 50 yards on Sunday against Denver. He picked up. He had 50 yards. He's got no fumbles. I mean, dude, that's beast. That's beast. If he goes over 100 plus, they win. I mean, I think that's kind of to be said for most running backs. I mean, if you're putting up over 100 yards in a game, it should be freeing up your quarterback to make some moves. I mean, unless you're just running the ball because you can't throw it at all. But, I mean, if you got a back that's throwing, running for 100 yards, and then you got look at Daniel Jones. He's been tearing it up for them too. So, if your back's running for 100 yards and then your quarterback's passing for, what's he throwing at? Let's see. On average, I mean, he's gone for well over 200 yards every game, dude. 228. I mean, even today in the loss, he threw for 267. I think he threw a couple interceptions, but that Rams defense is pretty solid. So, I mean, those turnovers probably were the reason. I mean, they only lost by 7 points. So, but if your running back's rushing for over 100 yards a game and you got a quarterback that's throwing for 250 plus every game, you should be winning games. You should be. Definitely should be. So what do you guys think Monday night? You saying Broncos, Seth? I think the Broncos are going to win. So I was kind of disappointed. The Raiders lost, so we got that going for me. But hey, what's up, Dino? You missed my hour-long bitch session, dude. I was ranting and raving about stuff. But yeah, I think the Broncos are going to pull that off, which isn't good because the Chiefs won, and if the Broncos win, Raiders did lose, but my Chargers lost. So, oh well, what do you do? There's always next week. What you been up to, Dino? Let me show you. Look what I got, dude. Dean didn't see this. Look at this, Dino. Oh, doggy. Look at that. Out of 25. Justin Herbert auto, bro. What you know about that? What you know about that, Dino? So we got Sunday Night Football kicking off a little bit. Nipples. I did. I had a Quentin Johnson auto too. A couple Dion Henleys. This is Quentin Johnson. It's pretty cool too. Look at this. Woo-wee. QJ rookie. Silver mosaic auto. This one's not numbered. None of them are numbered except for the Herbert. Grabbed a couple Deion Henley's autos. It was cool because they're cheap. He's defense, so yeah, dude. Out of 25, dude. Number 3 out of 25, Herbie. Clean looking auto. All on the sticker. It is a sticker auto, but it's clean. No smudging. Out of 25. Bolt up, dog. I'm rocking my Hampton jersey too. Had to rock that today. He cashed in a good game, so I'm with that. So I guess Hammy, we lost him. I don't know what happened. Must have lost his internet. He's out there in Oregon, so probably out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, were you in here earlier, Seth, when I showed off those cards? I'm in here. I'll go back to there and show you. I got the QJ silver mosaic auto. I got the Deion Henley, the rookie ticket auto, just the base. Deion Henley on the Phoenix silver. That one's cool. And then the Herbie. Those are the autos I got. So that was my pickups for this week. Bunch of Charger stuff. I'm trying to think. Was there something else? Still got these cards sitting here. I know that I'm sending this one out to you, Seth. This is that Terrell Davis, that green. Still sitting on my desk from last week. I still got that Tua sparkly. But so anyways, man, I hope you guys had a great week. I hope you guys have a great week next week. What's up, Red? What's cracking, buddy? I haven't seen you in a minute. Red's here. Okay, I'll be back. Got to go see another Duder live. Don't get ass hurt, my friend. I'm good, brother. But yeah, I'm about to wrap it up here tonight anyways. We've hit our hour mark, and I'm going to sit back and watch the rest of this game, man. I appreciate you guys all for jumping in, having a good time with me tonight, listening to me complain about my internet and about my freaking everything else, dude. My Chargers losing. My fantasy football team losing. It's been a rough week, dude. So hope you guys all have a good night. Enjoy it. Hopefully I see you guys next week.